That's a good one. I think I'll start with mine. I did some preparation today, just to sort of. This is my mind map to talk to you. So
no pressure. Yeah.
No pressure. This is my mind map. Okay. The first part of what I'd like to talk to Mohammed about is the soft side of Mohammed. It's Mohammed Soft, or Google Soft. What drives you, Mohammed? What makes you get up every morning and travel to 120 countries? What's that thing that makes you tick?
So you answered. You asked a few things. I'll start by, is Google soft? Okay. I have to say absolutely. Right. We are a very, very, very weird company. Okay. I have worked in lots of multinationals that have changed the world, completely changed the world. I have never, ever worked in a place where the value set completely drives the company. Okay, so it is unbelievable for me how many organizations in the Middle East shied away from the recent events, while Google basically said, "Oh, are people getting their information? You know, is our mission being fulfilled?" When the internet, connectivity in Egypt was disconnected, people would say in Google they're very concerned. You know, is that okay? You know, does that mean that people are safe? You know, when I don't know if you know, when Japan hit the tsunami, we launched something that we call People Finder. It's a technology from Google that helps people find people. Inside Google, we were very concerned about launching People Finder in Egypt, because basically we thought it might be used against the people that are lost, and so on and so forth. So as a company, it is a very, very interesting company. We're at the top. The mission is front and center. It's not behind our back. And it is unbelievable to have the opportunity to be part of that, right? To really make a difference.
What you're saying, a fundamental difference in people's lives is
Absolutely.
Is that what drives you?
Absolutely. And I'll tell you very openly, even though we take it for granted, every search you do is changing your life in a way. The fact that my son now has access to information I didn't have growing up is making a difference to my son's life, right? And I think that's an amazing thing to do.
Part of Google's culture is the 70-20-10 rule. Perhaps you could explain what that is, and more towards the 20%, and how that changes Google's future. Perhaps some of the things that came up there.
So we have two rules. Actually, one is the 20% rule, and one is the 70-20-10. So I'll explain both of them. The 70-20-10 is a resources investment model, resources whatever they are. And we put 70% of our investment in core, okay? So search, YouTube, and the core businesses of Google. 20% in things around core, okay? So, perhaps at a point in time we had search but didn't have image search, so we put our 20% in image search and so on. And 10% are basically in a completely irrelevant field. So, for example, the work that Sergey is doing on the self-driving car, right? Or all of the engagements in green energy and so on. It's not core to the Google's business, but we put 10% of our investment behind that. So that's one rule of how we make decisions at the top. Right. But most of decisions are not made at the top, as a matter of fact. Most decisions or most innovations come from what we call the 20% time rule. So 20% time is basically the fact that every employee is allowed to use 1 day of his week, or 20% of his working week, basically, to put that in anything they believe in. Okay? Whatever that thing is, they can put it in cleaning a school or building the next email system or whatever they like.
So is it true that Gmail actually came out of that?
Lots of things came out of that. Gmail is one of them, yes.
Okay. Now, I saw, and I'm sure a lot of you guys did also, an email that was going around a couple of years ago where they showed Google's office, where you can bring your pets there, you have a little bicycle. One of the questions we have is that real, or was that just a little hoax? And do we